Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Control on PC with RTX and DLSS enabled. Panopticon. Did I not finish this one? Oh, that was weird. Just lost the signal for a minute. Huh. Oh, okay. Right. Ouch. Oh, that's right. I don't think I wanted to do this one because I want to do the main mission. In fact, I may not actually be able to even get in there without doing the main mission first. That's what this game's not really good at, is telling you like the prerequisite missions. Sometimes you end up getting stuck and it's just like, oh, well, you need to finish this other mission first. I was like, well, why did you let me play this one then?
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
Is the TV back in its box yet? No rush or anything, it's just, you know, an ongoing concern.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better healthcare. That's not to say I don't like my job, man. Been here over 15 years. No one knows the Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here. How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them.
Did he say
Flipping the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor. Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no-smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me. I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
The Panopticon. Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
Oh no, I'm gonna wreck this place. Kind of comes with my job. So what I do best in this game is wreck things. I thought there was something down here. Was there not? No. Oh, that's right. Some of the objects you can interact with. No. No. Okay, most of the objects you can't interact with. I thought there was only one or two. I guess there's more than that.
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
I'm full of everything.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Is anyone there?
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God! Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shipper blades have never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn.
I can't, I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back, I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
That's right. I think I need the levitate ability before I can do that. I think I earn that next. I don't really know. What's it even matter?
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
Mm-hmm. Cleanse the Benikoff TV. Can I move left and right now? Thanks. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's just the entrance. Oh, it doesn't activate yet. Ah, screen's so full of effects, I can't even see my character. It's like, let me look at what's going on at least before you toss every single effect that you have your engine can produce. I mean, they should be highlights, you know. They shouldn't smear the screen. Where did it save me? I will say, at least it doesn't make me like fight every single fight over and over and over again. I mean, if this was like any From Software game, I would have had to fight those first set of enemies all over again, you know. Burning my time, you know, defeating trash enemies. Because, you know, that's how you make your game longer, is just force the player to fight trash enemies all day.
Salvador, the head of security. His team didn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one here does. Okay, the TV.
Ah, yes. Yet another thing that's just going to completely drain drain your power bar. But okay, yeah, let's do it. Oh, damn it. I keep thinking it's a double jump, but it's not. It's hold the button down. And then wait for a loading screen. Wait a long time for a loading screen.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
I mean, see, that looks cool. Or the lighting, it looks pretty natural, although it's still, you know, oversaturated in the front. Oh, you stupid. Oh, did it put me here after defeating the enemy, or do I have to re-defeat the enemy? Or do I even need to defeat the enemy? I don't know. I guess technically I already have the power. Be one less thing to load. Oh, I can't do it yet. Fine, whatever. Search on the 5th floor? What? Can I just levitate my way up there, or can I take the elevator? No, I have to levitate my way up. Fine. Let's see, do I have other shield strength, seize duration, levitation duration? Oh. I do need to be able to levitate more. Or longer, I should say. Let's see, upgrade grip. Unlock the second mod loss slot and increase base damage. Shatter. High stop putter with a scatter shot. Oh, so shotgun. No, there's that thing from the file.
Dylan. He's so close.
Oh man, your big sister's gonna have to spank you. You made a big giant mess, girl.
Hello? Can you hear me? Jesse,
Yeah. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile.
are you there? Jesse?
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way. We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
Dylan Faden. Oh, sweet. Things that aren't interesting. Thank you for that useless piece of information. Boy, guy can't write worth a shit, huh? A terrible handwriting. See, I got the brains in the family. Am I supposed to go somewhere up here? Nope, that's the ceiling.
All right, I won't take up too much of your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie, your sister.
What about her?
I just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean, back in ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the Bureau, if she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me. She always wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. I guess she got what she wanted.
Great. So she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here. You know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
I don't remember.
What about family and friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait. We're not... End of session.
I can't blame him. I mean, pizza's pretty good. Was I supposed to exit again? Man, he ain't here. Yeah, doesn't even matter.
From the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal I could arrange. But how did Darling create it?
If we understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps the incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express the resonance using human vocal cords in speech. Would there be a difference in the incantation? If the incantation were recited in a different language, the most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to you. You want to listen, you want this to be true. You want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss are referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-Hiss life, wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the Hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There's clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues have recommended, is beyond idiotic. Refer to the asshole for a full report. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the Hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with a non-aggressive floating Hiss entity. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent Hiss entities have been observed. What is the purpose of the repeating string of words? Is this how the Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the client produce a physical effect? Or does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message? An incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. Refer to the file asshole for a full report. Oh, okay. I see I was supposed to read the other one first. Sorry. I don't know what order you want me to read them in.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late? How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
They're endangering us by bringing a hiss in. If Trench was still around, he would stop.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall, they're serious spy shit, god.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous. Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. No one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have rolled back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
What's the deal with Blackrock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on Blackrock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. They're making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be? You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. Lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it?
Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, you know, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. All right, back to work.
Marshall abandons us. I'm sick of no one telling us what's going on.
What do you know about this Arish guy?
I heard some rangers saying he saved them in maintenance. They were attacked by a new kind of hiss, and Arish got them out.
Yeah, why don't we stop it there for now? This is Autopostrophe. You've been watching Control on PC with RTX and DLSS. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.